All right, let's turn attention now to the nation's capital, where President Bola Tinubu has suggested the consideration of qualified and diligent private practitioners to the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court as justices. He made the statement at the Biennial All Judges Conference, which held in Abuja. Judiciary correspondent Celestine Area reports.
These biannual conferences afford judges the opportunity to critically appraise happenings and developments in the course of the year. The theme of this year's conference is strengthening judicial commitment to the rule of law and democracy. The conference is declared open by President Bola Tinubu, who is represented by the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi. He suggests the consideration of qualified and diligent private practitioners to the Court of Appeal and Supreme Court as justices. He also notes that he has instructed the Revenue Mobilization and Allocation Fiscal Commission to review upwards 114% increase in judges' salaries initially proposed.
I am of the strong view that in order to further strengthen our appellate courts, qualified, diligent and experienced private legal practitioners should be considered for appointment to the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court.
We have also directed that we should construct houses for the FCT judges and magistrates in Abuja. Also, Mr. President has directed that judges of the Federal High Court in Abuja must be given new quarters.
On his part, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olukayode Ariwola, notes that one fact which is glaring but ironically overlooked is that judges are humans too. This implies that they are neither flawless nor precluded from making occasional errors.
Lack of sufficient funding to run their judiciaries that has perpetuated the practice of heirs of court, particularly those within the state judiciaries.
Judicial officers day in, day out, especially in upholding the rule of law and empire-led standing as bulwarks against the breakdown of law and order in society, is both eternal and praiseworthy.
The National Assembly, through the Speaker of the House of Representatives, also assures the judiciary of its support and welcomes any amendment of laws, even the Constitution.
The legislative arm is anxiously waiting to receive any proposal that will improve and add value to the judicial system.
A senior advocate of Nigeria stood in that room, and permit me, my lords, not to mention the name of this senior advocate, a former Attorney General, to talk about how corrupt our appointment process is.
The suggestion by the President that diligent private practitioners be employed as justices to the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court will be a drift from the long-standing tradition where judges of lower court rise in rank to the appellate courts and the apex court. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.